And we're live. Here we are. This is the check-in episode 45. Finally, all four of us are back together again to chat. Isn't it great that we are all here? Hey, what? Oh, no. Okay.
Where's Don?
Hi. Hi,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello, people.
Oh, look who's back. Look who's back up here.
It's Claudio.
Yeah, it's
with,
Claudio. Right there, Claudio.
Oh man,
with a serial killer poster in his bedroom. Yeah.
I know.
it's Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
It's Dunkirk.
Oh,
It's Dunkirk.
Yeah.
you were
For some
were,
reason, I thought it was a Heath Ledger Joker.
were you an extra in Dunkirk?
No,
No. Okay.
no. I just no. I just I need to update my poster, but that was the only one I found. So I'm like, I'll take it from the cinema, just plop it up here. But I want to get something else.
Okay.
Probably Dune. I'm probably gonna get Dune because that was the last movie I saw before cinema went to lockdown.
Okay.
So, Claudio, we've missed you for the past month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah. Been working a lot. Yeah.
Congrats. But that's it now.
Yeah. Congrats at the same time to my sympathies. So it's right there and both of two. But I was gonna go see Actually, no, I was gonna see The Matrix. I'm like, because The Matrix would have come out today.
Yeah.
But we have
it's come out, just not here.
Just now.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Like I was going to get tickets for The Matrix. I'm like, I'm excited for this. I saw the first one. I read the reviews, but I want to experience it for myself. And then
You saw the first Matrix.
The first Matrix.
With the first two.
The first three.
Yeah, but
the first series.
But this one is heavily nostalgic on the very first Matrix. So I'm like, okay, because people were like, no, Matrix 2 and 3 are not really focused. They're not really focusing on Matrix 2 and 3 for this film. They're focusing it on the first one. So I'm like, I want to compare the first Matrix with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this happened. But by the way, Paul, did you see the new Spider-Man?
I have not. It's probably going to be a little while.
Yeah. The last Marvel movie I saw was Eternals.
Yeah, I saw Eternals. I saw Shang-Chi. I can't remember. I think I saw them in reverse order. Or was there something else? There was something else Marvel.
Black Widow? No, that was already.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I saw Eternals in cinemas, and then Shang-Chi I saw it on Disney Plus.
Yeah. I really enjoyed Shang-Chi. Mike is wondering what language we're speaking.
We're speaking Marvel language.
You're speaking Marvel Universe. That's okay.
Exactly.
That's okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Oh, yeah. No, it was a good family thing. But you did remind me when you're talking about Matrix, the first Matrix. Cracked did a list at one time, and this was back when Crack's web presence was really good. They did a list of the 10 greatest sci-fi movies we will never see, and number 3 was in the countdown in order was an film adaptation of one of my favorite authors' books, first book, which was Snow Crash, which I do recommend, Neil Stephenson. But numbers 2 and number 1 were Matrix 3 and Matrix 2 that we deserved. Because 2 and 3 we got weren't.
No. But here's the thing, right? Because I was also thinking about this. So, because if Matrix 3, let's focus on the throne, came out, because it came out at a wrong time. If it came out 10 years ago, it would have been a really good film. But the fact that, and plus, the early 2000s special visual effects, they were kind of grasping it. So that's because I rewatched 2 and 3 during all of them during the last pandemic. Oh, Paul Ash just left. So
no, I'm here.
Okay, so because I was watching them, and then I was looking at the third one, and I'm like, you know what? I think the reason why, and this is my personal opinion, the reason why Matrix 3 is not good is because of the visuals. Because you could see it looked like it was a very cartoony film.
So the CGI was kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Uh.
yeah. And then because I'm like, but again, if it came out like 10 years ago, it would have been a very, very good film. If it came out 10 years ago, yeah, that's what I found.
Well, we got Lise Gamache is saying, "Hi guys, Merry Christmas and
Hey,
Happy New
hey,
Year."
sis.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas
Merry
to you, Lise. Thanks for
Christmas,
checking in with us
Yes,
Yeah.
thank
as
you.
often as you do.
And
Yeah.
and this is our final show of the year, and it is our sort of like Christmas show, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not doing one on the 29th?
I didn't think we were. I think we were going to be coming back after January. That's what we'd said to Dawn last week.
Oh, okay.
Because she's not available next week. She said.
Oh, okay.
So,
Um,
so we thought we'd start it up again in the new year. Anyway, well, look, we can do. Claudio, you want to do one next week?
Sure.
If Claudio wants to do one next week, I'm up for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
back to yeah.
I do have something happening today, which is I believe I'm going to get a drive-by donaring.
A drive-by donaring.
What? Someone's just gonna whip
Is
you
it-
with dinner?
Is that with a multi magazine donaire? Are they gonna pepper you with donaires or?
It is a what's happening is my one of my brothers is driving from Nova Scotia to
Oh, my.
From Halifax to Kingston.
Oh
And
my!
so apparently he's got some donaires in the icebox and some Chris Brothers pepperoni, which you've not lived until you've had Chris Brothers.
Chris Brothers pepperoni. Okay.
It's if you've watched Trailer Park Boys,
Yeah,
those big sticks of pepperoni
those are them,
that's Chris Brothers. Yeah.
and they're not available
brothers.
anywhere out. And they're not available anywhere outside of Nova Scotia.
They are. There's a lot of places they're available,
Yeah.
except you're not allowed to import it into Quebec for some reason.
Oh, is that like the fucking beer thing? Is that like you can't bring beer into Quebec? You can't bring wine from other provinces? Is that bullshit? Ugh,
All right, we've
sometimes
just found the trigger words for Mike Gamache.
I think these government regulations and that there's more interprovincial barriers than there are cross border to the United States barriers to trade. It's
Pretty much.
so stupid. It's so stupid.
I think that might have been hyperbole. But,
Yeah, it's a little bit hyperbolic, but yeah, I think that a lot of the things, the protectionist bullshit from the different provincial governments are just that bullshit.
Yep.
Like you can't get decent BC wines here in Quebec, and they have fantastic BC wines.
They do.
But the SAQ is like, no, we can't have those. You can't even get decent Ontario wines here. I mean, why is that?
Yeah, you
It's
can.
like-
Yeah, you can. You can get decent.
you can get a few. It's very.
Yeah.
I mean, you cross the border, you go to Rigaud, and you look at the wine selection there. It's like, holy shit!
Yeah, no,
They actually have great wines, and we can't even think
That's
about.
why you go to Red.
them,
That's why when you go to Ottawa, you go to Red Lobster and you get those and you get the Ontario and BC wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
right.
really loved how that started out with it was like Claudio
The
Capri
pepperoni.
was the greatest low key hype man of all time.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
True. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah.
That's
It doesn't
So-
take much to get Mike on a rant, does it?
No, it doesn't. So so that's it. So now cinemas don't. So now, if you want to watch Spider-Man or any other film, you can go on the Cineplex thing and rent it there, and then it's
Right.
gonna go on Disney Plus within January or February.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing though, we keep getting emails, messages, emails saying that in March as of March we're gonna have the Batman, and today, this is for you, Paul. They announced Doctor Strange is going to be in theaters May 6th. In theaters only, May 6th. In theaters only, May 6th. So, but again, apparently we're going to be, we're only going to be here until lockdown until January 10th. but who knows, right? Nobody knows.
January 10th, 2028.
Right? Yeah,
No,
yeah, it's
no,
true.
no, 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 no. It's just
No, no.
all right. Like, there's so many people I know who believe in vaccinations, who are
Yes.
washing their hands, wearing the masks,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that are jumping on, like the cynical comedy thing, and going, oh, for a laugh, we're going to be locked down forever. But
No, it's not.
there
No,
there are people who are thinking that's serious, and so
no. That's not going to.
they think that they're fighting for their freedom,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just, yeah.
I'm just
I take that back. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I believe in
Yeah.
science. I believe in vaccines. I
I-
believe in taking precautions.
I'm just honestly,
I'm married to a scientist. I have to believe in science.
yeah, exactly. But no, but here's the thing. For me, like I obviously I'm not, an anti-vaxxer, right? And I'm never going to be. But some like now it's because and now I'm frustrated. No,
Yeah.
okay, no. Frustrated is not the word. I'm annoyed. So right now I'm annoyed that and the reason why I'm saying this is because things are going so well. Things are opening back up, and entertainment, as we know it, was coming back. Now I'm getting frustrated, and I'm like,
Yeah.
honestly,
Can we break down what caused the frustration?
yeah, yeah. I was just gonna mention it.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So what caused it for me is again. So I'm just telling you like how I'm feeling. So if it doesn't make sense, well, I'm sorry in advance. So what caused it for me is because most of us. I'm not gonna say all of us because we know what the truth is. There are people who don't. Anyways, I'm not getting into that. People like us and like your sister Mike and your wife and everyone that we know, Paul and Mike, we're 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 double vaxxed, right? We're double vaxxed. We respected the boundaries. We've done everything we can. We go to work. We wash our hands. We even at shows, we're distance. And my God, your mic, your sigh is so loud. It took over my earphones. I heard a bass. Sorry, and
I'm sorry. I have a very heavy sigh.
so and we're respecting even and then even for cinemas, at one point like respect your social distancing. And then yes, we run into anti-vaxxers, which was frustrating me a little bit because I'm like, hey, you know what, it's your choice, but hey, you know what, why are you bringing us down when um like why are you bringing us down with with your shenanigans? And then this happens. I'm not blaming the anti-vaxxers. I'm just saying, you know so in a way, what is the point of getting double vax? What's the point of having our vaccine passports if we are here again?
Yes, but here's the thing. I do blame the anti-vaxxers
Mhm.
because if they did what they should do, which is take the damn vaccine and be proactive in fighting this goddamn thing, we wouldn't be getting variants every 6 months. We wouldn't be getting the disease would not be progressing the way it is now if you just had the sense to do the proper things. But these people who dig in their heels and like, nope, I'm not going to do it. No. It's like it's like the idiots who still to this day I've seen people who refuse to wear a seatbelt. And they get into a crash and they're ejected from the car and they're killed. Well, that's a great thing because you're so stupid you actually died for your stupidity. But these people, it's not just affecting them. You don't wear a seatbelt, you get thrown out of a car. That's on you. You're not gonna. It's on you. But if you get sick and you give it to 10 people and they give it to 100 people, that is on you. That's definitely something you
Even
could
if you
have
show no
prevented.
symptoms.
Yeah, even if you don't show symptoms. Yeah.
But
Yep.
there's actually a socio-economic thing that's driving Omicron. A lot of the so-called more developed nations of the world, the Western world, hoarded the vaccine, which prevented it from getting out to people in developing nations. So people in developing nations who were trying to keep distance and follow protocols, there's they're still getting sick because they're not vaccinated. And the fact that we were hoarding the vaccine means that they aren't they're not getting vaccinated, and thus the variants are being able to breed. Now, of course, yes, variants are breeding here as well because of the anti-vaxxers, but they're not the source of this newest version.
No, I agree. I agree with you there. And the socioeconomic component to that is that even if underdeveloped countries, even if we flooded them with the vaccine, they don't have the wherewithal to administer the vaccines. They don't have the proper trained people.
They do.
But I've heard people in underdeveloped countries say, yes, we want your vaccines, but we also need to have trained personnel to be able. And also, some of these vaccines, like the earlier Pfizer vaccine, it's you have to keep it at a really low temperature. That's not going to work in the outback or in sub-Saharan Africa. There's areas where it's very difficult for, even if you have the supply of the vaccine, it's very difficult to keep it good and secure and viable, and then administer it, because they just don't have the infrastructure.
A lot of countries in Africa have the infrastructure for rapid deployment of vaccines because they've been doing it for a long time.
But they have sparsely. Their populations are vastly, like, they don't have big population centers where everybody can gather and get the vaccine. They have to go out and reach people that are really Africa still has lots of nomadic tribes. How do you track down a nomadic tribe to vaccinate them?
You tax them. Be like, if you don't get vaccinated, we're taxing our land, and then we have no money. Well, get vaccinated, we'll leave you alone.
No, that's not how it works. That's not a good idea.
Or you trade. It's like these are our weapons. If you want these weapons, you get vaccinated. Boom, that's good business strategy right there, folks.
All right, the largest city in Nigeria, for example, has 1.2 million people in it.
Okay.
So I mean, there are big populations.
No, I didn't say there weren't, Paul. I'm saying there are few large cities, and most of the population in Africa live in small villages. They live in little enclaves, and to transport vaccine between those places is kind of problematic. Biden was talking about it the other day, and he was talking about how the World Health Organization is very happy that they are going to be receiving all of these vaccines that he's pledged, but they're also sort of saying like, yeah, getting the vaccine is great. Getting the vaccine delivered is a complete different set of circumstances and a completely different set of challenges. So, yeah. Anyway.
But there was a decision made early on to hoard the vaccine.
Well, yes, of course. Let's face it. The people at the front of the line were the developed countries, and yeah. I mean, here in Canada, we were sort of guilty also.
Yes. Oh yeah. No.
They pledged a bunch of stuff. They delivered a bunch of stuff. But let's face it. Yeah. Canadians first type of thing attitude, right?
I say by February or March we're going for a third vaccine.
I'm scheduled for mine on the 17th or 13th of January.
My mom
for my booster.
Yeah. Same thing for my mother and my two sisters who work in the hospitals. They already got their booster shots.
Yeah, my wife got her booster shot. My mother-in-law's already gotten her booster shot. My parents have already gotten her booster shot. So.
Yeah, I'm going for mine on.
You should go because you're
January 17th.
With your diabetes, you're immunocompromised, my friend. You should definitely go.
Actually, you want to know what's amazing about this is that I'm going to see my diabetes update. So hopefully it'll take me off insulin. So right on that day that I'm getting jabbed, and I'm like, oh, perfect, beautiful.
Good luck with that.
I thought I was done with needles.
But honestly, even so what's gonna happen again? So this may not happen. So we're gonna get the booster shot. That's just the booster shot too. So it's not fully vaxxed, but the third dose is going to happen within the upcoming new year.
Yeah, don't let getting that third booster shot lull you into a false sense of security. Let me finish my statement.
Yeah,
here. Hang on. Let me. Sorry. Okay, I just want to finish here. Don't let it lull you into a false sense of security, because it still takes 2 weeks for the booster to have its full effect on you. So you're not really like boosted until 2 weeks after you've had the shot.
Exactly, and also it's even going to mention on your Vaxi Pass. So on your Vaxi Pass, even when you get your third, again, this is what I heard. So don't take my word for it. So when you get your when you get your booster shot, it's not going to be on your Vaxi Pass. So it's just going to say as if you got your 2 dose, but obviously when you get your 3rd dose, it's gonna add in there. I'm not sure if you have to go online and redo the pass, or if you're just going to put it in automatically.
I think when they administer it to you, it enters into the system and it gets updated. So within 24 hours, it's updated.
Okay, so basically, so you don't have to do anything yourself. Perfect.
I don't think so. My second dose showed up without me doing anything.
Oh wow, no, okay, no, I had to it was that time when they didn't read my second dose, so I had to go to the stadium for 4 hours.
You had a complication then.
Yeah, but hopefully this one will be better. I'll wait 2 hours instead of 4 hours.
So yeah, and they say Omicron is Omicron because it evolved the way the viruses normally do. So it blended with a more of a similar virus that is more of a cold, and so it has made it much more contagious and made the symptoms much more mild. Much less.
It's not as acute as the original COVID.
Yeah, and which is good for the virus. I mean, because it allows it to propagate.
Yeah,
if it's not killing its host, it can infect more people.
Yeah. If you're not feeling that sick, it's just a cold. And it's like, no, it's COVID. So wicked. Anyway,
I just have diarrhea, so I don't know if I'm kidding.
Glad you don't like that chair, Claudio.
Yes.
Exactly.
We're veering off into TMI there, Claudio.
Exactly. But you know what? But you know what? I've been catching up on Disney Plus, so I'm watching The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good. It's a really good show. I'm enjoying it. I mean, I finished all of season 1. Still have to watch season 2. But from what I enjoyed season 1, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's a good, fun show. I'm actually excited to then in my list of Disney Plus shows. I want to watch the book of Boba Fett. That one will be. Yeah, sorry.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett. What?
Boba Fett sounds like
of the prequels.
Boba Fett sounds like a redneck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, Boba Fett.
Hey, Boba Fett.
Can you move your 4-wheeler?
Yeah.
I can't get the back of the trailer open with your 4-wheeler there.
Hey,
I can't get the keg of Coors out the back.
Hey, Boba, I saw your wife.
Coors, it's an special night.
Yeah, special.
But So the book of Boba Fett is on
29th.
Yeah. Also Hawkeye. I need to get my hands around because I saw the Winter Soldier, the Falcon, and Winter Soldier. I enjoyed it. Actually, no. The best thing I enjoyed of that was how they introduced the Captain America. That was interesting. That I enjoyed very much.
Yeah.
But everything else, I'm just
no spoilers. What did you think of U.S. Agent?
No spoilers. I actually liked it. I enjoyed it. I'm like now I'm seeing. Well, okay, all right. It was good. It was good.
They're thinking about using that actor to do another Big Trouble in Little China film.
Yeah. But you know what? But you know,
not a reboot, but a continuation.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. I enjoyed his CA. I enjoyed it because it was someone who thought he could represent the original CA. It's Captain America. Yeah. So and then his fight scenes was especially like man, I don't want to spoil it, but at the same time, I want to talk about it because it's so good.
All
Like,
right, so spoilers have been warned. He's going to
yeah,
talk about
eh,
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which has been out for how long now? I think a year. It's safe.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So no, especially that fight scene. When he was having that dialogue with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and he had that powerful dialogue that I love, which he goes, what we're saying, there only could be one Captain America, and then the other person goes something along the lines of Steve Rogers is replaceable, but Captain America is always here to stay. I'm like that, and then they were both whipping the shield at each other. That was beautiful. I enjoy that. That is so underrated. I'm like, just
Yeah.
like it reminds me of politics. Politicians.
All right. Now this is a big. We're losing Mike. I apologize.
No,
Mike.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I watched a couple of movies too, but they're not in your universe.
Let's mention them because I did see the French Dispatch recently. I
haven't seen that one yet. I'd love to. Yeah.
Yeah, won't
Yeah.
in theaters though.
Yeah.
I did see Dune, but okay.
Dune was
In Black Widow,
great.
there's sort of a little bit of throwaway dialogue in the prison scene, where the Red Guardian is saying how he fought Captain America in 1980 something, and a guy calls him a liar because Captain America didn't come out of the ice until 2000, and so he breaks the guy's arm, and then
As one does.
as one does. Which okay, if he's just in prison bragging, sure, he's going to make stuff up. But then later on, when he's with the Black Widow, he's go, "Did he ever mention me? Huh? Did he? Did he?" So is he that strongly in his own delusion that he thinks he has, or was there another Captain America at that time, or was it time travel Steve Rogers?
The last two theories seem possible.
But are
Because-
they plausible?
Exactly, because I'm believing it's like Steve Rogers did travel and something happened, and also I did enjoy when the U.S. agent was saying Steve Rogers may come and go with Captain America. I believe there's been influences I'm sure there's one universe where there have been superheroes that have been influenced by certain superheroes, that they become what we know as the current superheroes. So maybe that's possible. And it sounds really cool. Think about it. Like there might be some guy who looks like Wolverine, but he's on budget cuts, so he doesn't have real claws. But it could happen.
That was called Grips, actually. It was
Yeah.
Just Google Timothy Vigil.
Yeah.
Actually, there's an early James Gunn film called Super.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. It's Rainn Wilson and Elliot. What's their last name?
Oh, Paige.
Elliot Page. Yeah. And it's a hilarious send up of superheroes. Like he basically, some superheroes have a weapon. What do I have that I can use as a weapon? I've got a wrench. And so that became his superheroes. He'd go up, he'd see a mugging, he'd hit the guy with a wrench. Don't do crime. And,
but that movie was so cheesy, but it's so good. It's
hyper realistic at times.
Yeah, but the dialogue was just, what is this? Like the dialogue was, it was like, well, don't do crime. And he smashes his face, breaks his nose, like, yeah. Meanwhile, the guy's on the floor, his nose is broken. Goes, yeah, I'm a superhero. Well, yeah. It kind of gives me motivations. Like what if comics became superheroes? Superhero by day and going on stage trying to make people laugh, and then at the end, they show up in a suit and go to a guy and just punch
and tell him jokes. And tell him jokes.
No, not even go. You didn't laugh at so and so's joke, and just knocks him out and breaks his teeth. Goes, laugh. because not laughing is a crime, and it just runs away.
Not that I've thought about this overly,
Okay, here we go.
but being a mid-level comedian touring
Yeah.
would be a great cover for a hitman.
Oh yes, for a hitman, definitely. Yeah, I can't
Right?
I can't
You
agree
go to
more.
all these different cities.
Actually, isn't there a TV series where some guy is doing that, or he's he's a hitman, but he's also becoming like an entertainer of some sort.
Uh, Barry.
Barry.
And
Yeah,
it's sort of he gets
Yeah.
infected with the stage bug. He wants
Yeah.
to be a performer, an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was
It's
actually
hilarious.
it is hilarious. I've seen several episodes, and it's
Yeah.
really like
it's dark.
Yeah.
It's dark comedy. I'm like,
very dark. Yeah,
It's
Henry
but
Winkler's amazing.
yeah, Henry Winkler is
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with Henry Winkler. I was thinking of a series that I want to do. So this is a mashup of like Curb Your Enthusiasm. So it's basically about three best friends. They try to make it into the comedy world, but they're so bad at it. But everything, but so it's just it's like Curb Your Enthusiasm. Well, it's like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
curve your enthusiasm.
Yeah, exactly. So what we do is the three characters are going to all have like their first real names, right? But there's crazy things around them, and for example, this one scenario that I thought of is someone like someone's going because he wants to propose to his girlfriend, right? And we're sitting down having a conversation, and it goes, guys, no, I think my girlfriend, I'm marrying my girlfriend because she finds me funny, she finds me cute. I'm like, wait, hold on, no, she's marrying you because you have a lot of money, all right, not because you have. And then there's another scenario where when another character, he's at a date, he's on a date, and he gets into an argument with his girlfriend, right? So then she goes and sees him at a comedy show. But she's heckling him, and she's way funnier than the guy she's seeing on stage. He's just like cute, like little, like just like the little shenanigans they get in trouble with. And also,
I have a problem with the first scenario.
Yeah.
If they're not really that good at comedy, how does a guy have a lot of money?
Well, no, it's because he has a real.
No, he's already rich.
Yeah, he actually has a real good job.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna mention that job in the series because, but so basically they're kind of wealthy. They're kind of wealthy. They like and then they're like, oh well, we should try stand up comedy. We should. And then ending the season is one of them has a Netflix special by accident. And then
By accident. It just falls into his lap.
Yeah, exactly. He goes, oh, wait, I got a Netflix special, guys. How did you do that? And no one knows how they got the Netflix. And then there's another scenario of like there's a holdup at a bank, and the guy goes, maybe I could write this, and he goes on stage. The joke doesn't work. Oh man, that is something I would like to do one day.
I have an out for the guy who gets a Netflix special by accident.
Yeah.
There's another comedian who has a name that's like one letter off.
Yeah.
And so when he got the contract to do the special, that's not him. That's not the guy.
Who is this guy? Why is he here?
And then there's just something I was thinking about, but all the comics are all here from Montreal, right? And then like but thing is, whenever a host or producer hears of these three guys, he's just like, whatever, you know what, I can't believe it. And then like one episode, there's a guy, let's say there's a horrible
So your
comic
relationship
on
with
stage.
Sid.
Yeah, but there's a comic on stage. He's also horrible, right? And then I'm like, hey, wasn't he supposed to be get off stage? He goes, yeah, he's supposed to be off stage like 2 minutes ago, right? But then after that, like I would interrupt the comic. It goes, for example, hey Danny, you're on stage, you have 5 minutes, you go on 7, and then as they're exchanging, going, I'm going off on stage, is going off. So I'm getting on stage. He goes, Claudio, you have no self-respect for no respect for anyone. I was like, you're not gonna make it in life as a comic. And my comeback is, fuck you, Danny. Yeah, so it's gonna be these stupid, horrible,
Very stupid, yeah.
Like the stand-up has to be really
bad.
Really bad. But the stories to get to there is actually not bad. And then like my character, I was thinking about, he gets into an argument with everyone, but he thinks people are idiots, but in reality, he's the idiot. Okay, I just lost you there.
That I see that often.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most people who get into arguments are idiots.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. I want to have an episode about someone who believes in flat Earth, but just for me, but this guy's a successful producer. I'm like, you know what? I believe in flat Earth just to get that comedy night, right? But then I go on stage and then people like me because I keep mentioning flat Earth. Oh, that's beautiful. No, it's not, but still.
You believe in
doing
Earth?
a flat Earth convention. Okay.
You believe in Earth?
People came from all around the world to go to.
Yes.
Flat Earth
Oh my God.
All over the globe. We have members all over the globe. The Flat
Exactly.
Earth Society.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah. What has been the latest writing bug in your heads? Let's hear them.
Writing bug.
Because I actually woke up this morning
Yeah.
and had to write something down right away.
Excellent.
Okay.
I love when that happens.
Yeah, I'm going last, so one of you could go first.
I've written a couple of things, but they're mostly things that happened sort of like it was a reaction to something I either read or saw or a situation I was in. So it's nothing has really come to the forefront. I'm not developing a bit or a story of any kind. I'm just reacting to stuff now because I even though I still feel like I want to write, I'm finding it hard to motivate myself because there's just so many things going on right now, and I feel overwhelmed. I think you were saying earlier, Claudio, that you were feeling frustrated or you were like you were dismayed by the situation. I feel overwhelmed by it. I feel like it's just I've gotten to the point now where it's like I'm not at a breaking point. I'm not thinking it's too much, but it's getting there. It's on its way.
I catch myself doom scrolling.
Yeah.
And I recognize that I'm doom scrolling,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't stop myself.
Yeah, I've had instances of that as well.
I woke up a couple times last night, and
Mm-hmm.
every time I woke up, I ended up spending like an hour plus on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
So
right, those aren't the joke ideas that I was thinking about.
So on the Dirty Four podcast, I was talking with Victoria and Peter, and we're talking about, for some reason, I don't know. Again, so I'm gonna try forming this into a joke eventually, but this is my idea. We're talking about whales, right? And then Victoria and Peter mentioned, whale penises, they must be big, right? But they're so into this. But then Peter asked me, so what do you think about this? And I'm like, well, does it look like I went to Whale Penises Academy? And then I was just going off about like how like this is a stupid subject. So I'm just like, I'm just comparing it. So basically like I'm trying to make that into a joke. I'm like, it shows that we have nothing to talk about during the pandemic, and then eventually we're talking about whale penises and then just go on from there. But it's just one of those moments where you had to be there because we're having a 5-minute conversation about this. And I'm like, does it look like I went to like I'm not a whale expert? Oh, it was just dumb. It was just dumb.
Yeah.
As dumb as the flat Earth theory, but
Yeah. Well, Scott Falconbridge had a real good whale penis joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember it, Mike? Or
No, I don't remember it. I don't. I
can't.
remember he had one. I just don't remember the exact phrasing of
I
it.
mean-
What it was exactly. I know it was sort of like, yeah, it's like whales have huge penises, but they only get to screw once a year or something like that. So it was
no,
like,
mine's totally different.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he. There was a lot of different bits, but the part that reminded me that stuck in my head from it was, and I can't remember the exact stats, is blue whales have 18-foot long penises in cold water.
Yeah, in very cold water because they're like North Atlantic animals.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine is not whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm just saying it. So I'm not. I don't want to copy anyone. Like mine, just my own. Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
Right.
But
So I had a dream last night about growing up, and one part of the dream stuck with me, and so I wrote right away was I grew up in a household with bone-handled knives.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to eat a meal utilizing an ancestor of that meal? Sort of like a chicken omelet.
Yeah, no, I have to hear that on stage because we have to be in a proper setting. Yeah, no, but the bit is good. We just have to be in in a setting for it. But bits are good. Like that's where I realized, like when people are like, hey, do you think this is good? I'm like, look, it sounds good, but I have to hear you on stage saying it. So that's why like if you're telling me, I'm like, yeah, okay, but unless yeah.
Either of you have bone-handled knives growing up?
I did.
No.
Yeah, why?
I heard of bone handle.
It was there was a time. Well, the reason
they had a warmer feel. I guess plastic sort of replaced it or something. Or
plastic did replace it. Yeah, when plastic came out, bone handled knives were replaced by plastic. But they used bone. They used antlers for bone for knife handles. They used a number of things before they had plastic.
I remember as a kid we weren't allowed to put them in the dishwasher.
No, you can't. Those or antler knives or anything. Actually, even a wood handled knife you're not supposed to put in the dishwasher either. So, yeah. So
unless you want to make
and if you were very very fancy, you had ivory handle.
Yeah. That's
wow.
Yeah,
that's
my family members
okay.
they had ivory.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's
Yeah.
And then I show up with I would get a plastic spoon, but but that's different times. Ivory, you can make a lot of things with ivory.
Yeah, I remember.
I like it how Mike that went over his head, but Paul is just bursting out laughter, and I'm like, yeah, I know you can. I know you're right, but Paul is just like,
can I take this as a joke, Claudio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Donald Trump was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. I guess not everything works as an IUD.
No. Silver spoons are very poor IUDs.
Yeah, I was thinking plastic spoon.
Yeah.
Silver spoons.
Yeah. That was a line. That was a line from a Who song, right? I was born with a plastic spoon in my mouth.
Yeah. I'm just not sure which Who song exactly, but
Substitute.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's coming back. It's slowly coming back. I haven't listened to the Who's in like a long time. But but I was gonna say, Paul. In addition to that, it's like, what color did you say the spoon was? You were saying.
I said silver. But
silver spoons.
Silver spoon is
the
a sign of wealth.
Yeah. Silver spoon.
Lise says we're all frozen.
We're all frozen. I'm not frozen. What's going on?
Lise, maybe your internet.
Yeah. Your internet connections.
It could be that we're just lazy and not moving a lot.
At least the only thing I'm frozen of is love.
Oh
God.
She's married, Claudio. She's married.
Yes, I know. I'm saying in general. All right. I'm well aware that your sister is married.
Anyways, so yeah, I was mentioning earlier on. I just
Mhm.
mentioned in passing earlier on about the movies that I saw recently,
Yes.
and of course, one of the movies was a Christmas movie that my wife decided what she wanted to see.
The,
So
the Ghost
I'm
of
not gonna,
Christmas.
no, I'm not gonna discuss that one. But there were two movies that we actually saw that were
Hmm.
both quite good, and one of them I think is being touted as an Academy Award potential. And so we saw the Courier. I know it's I think it's 2 years old, perhaps.
Who's it with?
That's with Benedict Cumberbatch, Russian spy. Like he's a courier
Yes.
for the Russian and for Russian
Yes.
during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah. That was.
Lots of very accurate
Yeah. Yeah.
things because this is based on a true story.
Yeah. It was an
Yeah.
underrated film when it came out 2 years
Yeah,
ago. So
it was a very good movie. I enjoyed it
yeah.
tremendously.
Yeah.
They took some some liberties with the actual story,
Of
but
course. Yeah.
by and large it was fairly accurate.
Yeah.
And then there's a movie. I don't know what's going on with my sister, but anyway, and then we just saw News of the World with
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks,
That is really good.
and the young girl who plays the child who was taken by the Indians and was found by him, the young girl who plays that role, she's fantastic. She's absolutely fantastic. I was
Yeah.
so enthralled with her,
Yeah.
and even though they're saying, oh yeah, Oscar potential and all that stuff, I found it good. I didn't find it great
So
in terms of the potential for Oscar nominees. I mean, Hanks is great in whatever he does.
yeah.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
But the ensemble of the movie I found was not,
So here's the thing. So when the film came out, it went first to Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It was Amazon Prime. But then because it was so good of a movie, I actually saw it like when it came out during a time when everything was slowly reopening, and I saw it in theaters. That was
Mhm.
when capacity was like less than 50. I went to go see it, so I saw it twice. I saw it when it first came out on Amazon Prime. I'm like the visuals and everything, like it is so good of a movie that's
Well, it's
insulting to come out on on already online. But I saw it in theaters. It was a missed opportunity because if this movie came out in theaters, it would have been much better.
yeah.
And I saw it twice. It's one of my favorite Western movies. So of this generation, it's so good.
Yeah,
That was
I agree. As a Western movie, it is really it ranks up with the best
yeah,
of them because yeah, you're right. The Westerns are that way. The
yeah,
vistas, the the whole premise of a Western
mhm,
is the the wild
yeah,
frontier and the interaction of people and
yeah,
with natives and the land and
yeah,
they have that scene where they're slaughtering buffaloes and just
yeah,
like taking the hides from them, and it's like
yeah,
there's so many different aspects to
yeah,
that movie that I found
and
very uh, apropos in
yeah,
these days, like
a-
the waste
yeah,
of resources, it was post Civil War, and there was a lot
mhm,
of
mhm,
people who had fought the Civil War. He was doing something, trying to do something constructive
mhm,
with his life after having done that. But there were
mhm,
also other people who became renegades. They became
yeah,
they set up, like the guy who set up this place in Texas and his own little town, and it was there was some criminality stuff that
yeah, yeah.
doesn't show up much in the history books. That the post Civil War era in the United States was actually a pretty rotten time to be living in.
Yeah, and also the musical score by
Yeah,
James Newton Howard, that was
yeah,
beautiful, and it
yeah,
was a Paul Greengross film.
yeah.
Like a Paul
So,
Greengross, he
so I
directed
was
the.
I enjoyed the movie. I didn't think it was they were saying, oh, Oscar potential, Oscar potential. I think there's probably Oscar potential there, but it wasn't like jumping out at me. It was very enjoyable, but it wasn't like
Only the only two things I got nominated for. Was best musical score, which I think it won James Newton Howard, and it was best cinematography.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously, because Tom Hanks came out with 2 films, and it went to Apple TV, so it was that and Greyhound. But but no, like Tom Hanks's acting was good. But again,
Oh,
it's one of those.
Hanks. I mean, come on. You know, I think I've only seen him in 1 or 2 movies that I would consider for Hanks to be duds.
Yeah.
You know, everything he does, and he's very particular about the roles he
Bosom Buddies?
Hey, Bosom Buddies, the series, yeah, that was kind of like a little, but that was very early on in his career. I mean, that was essentially a breakthrough role, because he then moved from there to, he did some he did Big, he did some comedies, he did
Woody from Toy Story.
Yeah, but he also, before that, he did what was it, Splash?
You Got Mail.
Yeah, and yeah, there were some things where his comedic side, I found he played it well, because he played Mr. Everyman who just finds himself in these ridiculous situations.
Yes.
But his like Green Mile, he was so fucking fantastic.
Yes, absolutely.
He was amazing in that movie,
Yes.
and he played it so understated.
Yeah.
He didn't play it, he didn't overplay it.
No.
He just played it as, this is a man who is dealing with this situation, and here's his reality. And it's like, wow.
For me, honestly, one of my top favorite war films is Saving Private Ryan,
Yeah.
except for I cannot do that scene with the knife.
No.
Every time I see it, I have to either skip it or just look away. That's the one, like for me, like I enjoy gore film, like gore, I enjoy, blood, but I just can't do that scene.
Yeah, it's too realistic, eh?
Yeah, I just can't do.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of Saving Private Ryan, which people like. They originally, when they first played it in theaters, people, World War II veterans who went to see it would revisit, like would actually leave the theater screaming, because they were.
My dad wanted to go see that in theaters, and he was telling me, because I was young. What year did it come out? To me, the Saving Private Ryan was 1990. I would say
90,
towards
97,
97.
96,
Yes,
97.
yes. And then I remember, and then like I remember I went to the video store. Video stores back then were awesome. And I rented it. And my dad's like, "You sure you want?" And it was my fault, because that and Blade traumatized me. But no, I remember watching this, and then my dad was telling me, this war film was accurate. Well, sort of, not everything is accurate, but for me, scene,
the first 20 minutes of the movie are such an assault on the senses.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Spielberg was going for.
Yeah.
He wanted it to be like, you are there.
Yeah. Which was
and he
well
did it.
done.
He pulled it off. It's amazing, but it's so, and you like it's you're just there's no time to breathe practically in that.
Yeah, exactly. And then
minutes.
and then you had Vin Diesel in there, which it's Vin Diesel, and then he got shot. Thank God. But but then it was that moment. It was that moment when Max Martini and that, before that knife scene was going on, there was a fight. You see Max Martini. He's trying to because he's the one who got shot in the throat. Because they're on the lookout on the tower, and as he's getting shot, like the soldiers were rolling on him, and he's just dying. I'm like, that I can't. No, I can't do it. That's too disturbing.
Yeah. Well, war is very disturbing, Claudio.
Okay, we went down a Hanks hole.
Yes, I know. We went down a Hanks
exactly.
hole.
Old Henry. Did you see that one, Claudio? That's a
Henry.
cowboy film that had me curious to see.
Old Henry,
the modern western.
Remind me who's that with again?
Old Henry. It's Tim Blake Nelson.
I heard of it, haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Basically, it's this farmer is raising his son alone, and he finds a guy who's injured and a satchel full of cash. So he takes the guy back to their cabin to nurse him, and that's when a posse shows up.
Okay.
And the injured guy says they're not a real posse.
Oh,
Right.
Yes,
and then it
yes.
escalates from there, and it turns out Daddy had some secrets.
Yes, I remember this. Okay. Yeah.
Trailer looks
Tell me.
amazing.
Yeah. It's with Scott
And-
Hayes, Stephen Dorff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Tim Blake Nelson has always been an amazing actor.
Yes. There's actually speaking of which,
And what's the name of the movie again?
Old Henry.
Old Henry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, there's a film. So because my friends are fans of Fantasia, and
You're not?
recent. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched Fantasia in years, but there was this film that Fantasia won this year for a really good film. It's considered one of the, it's a crime film. It's called Ida Red. It's with Josh Hartnett and Frank Grillo. That was a
Okay.
very, very underrated heist film. It was an independent film. It was from
Why
producers.
does
of
Frank
Tennessee.
Grillo do so many horrible films?
Because apparently he's a dick in real life. Yeah, like he like this is the guy who was in Captain America, and and then him and Joe Carnahan were bashing comic book films like, oh, they're trashy, they're dumb, I'm like, but Frank,
Nothing like biting the hand that feeds you, huh?
but I'm like, yeah, but Frank, you're in Captain America 2 and 3, and and then you were in Winter Soldier for like an episode. Why are you complaining? Like, this guy should stick with Bruce Willis.
Okay, well, I'm sorry to have to do this to you guys, but my wife's got to get back to work. I'm in her her office right now doing the thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to bounce out on you guys. I want to wish you both and everyone who's watching. I want to wish Merry Christmas. Have a good holidays, and it looks like we'll be seeing you on the 29th.
Yeah.
So we'll look forward to that.
Yeah.
And I just have to relinquish the studio here to my wife. So
All right.
happy holidays,
Be
everybody.
well.
Be well.
Mike,
Stay safe.
All my best to all your people.
Yes, I will convey that to everyone.
Yes.
And Claudio, you too, to your mom and your sisters. Everybody, just stay safe, stay well.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And I should probably be heading out soon,
Yeah.
but I just what were your thoughts on Ghostbusters?
You saw it, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, here's the thing. The last 15-20 minutes of the film was good. If this was a continuation if they continued this film with the original characters, it would have been a good movie. It was not my cup of tea.
They did continue it with the original
No.
characters.
What I meant is that if they like in my opinion, they should have focused on with Bill Murray. If this was a Bill Murray film, in my opinion, so I'm just telling you what I think. Like it would have been just as a good film. But from what because I was very young and then I saw them recently during the pandemic. And I'm like, oh no, this is good because I was intrigued by these characters. And then when I saw this, I'm like, well, if they focused on the old characters trying to get back into it, it would have done good as well. But I mean, it was a fun film. Paul Rudd did an amazing job. The granddaughter, the actress who played the granddaughter did a good job. The whole film was good. I was just expecting more.
Okay, I went in there with little expectations.
Mhm.
I thought Finn Wolf was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the realness in a lot of his dialogue was great. It reminded me of what's his name, Thomas, the guy that played Elliot in E.T.
Yes.
Like just how much of like an honest kid he was
Mm-hmm.
in it. Yeah, I thought Finn Wolf was great. And I thought the story was a good carrying on point from the spirit of the film. I mean, the fact that Jason Reitman had his dad beside him for most of the filming, considering that he was beside his dad when his dad filmed the original, I thought really also meant that it was a continuation.
Okay.
I thought it was a good film. It was very crowd pleasing. I don't think there was any missed beats or any major plot holes, and the acting was above average on all of it. I especially liked the Ernie Hudson post-credit scene
Yeah.
because of all the shit he went through from various studios after.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know when they released the VHS of Ghostbusters?
No, no, I didn't.
They digitally removed him from the cover
Why?
because he's black.
Oh, yes, yes. Okay, it's coming. Okay, it's slowly coming back to me.
Right?
Yeah,
And
I
so
remember.
he was like he did the work for the film. He was a professional and all that. Yet the other three main actors were listed as co-writers or a part of the writing team. He wasn't.
That is dumb. That is absolutely garbage.
So the little comeuppance at the end with this one was
Okay,
good.
I did not know about that, but it's still like still it's not. Honestly, before we go on this, for me, my favorite film so far, because I haven't seen Spider-Man, but I mean I'll count it out, is Dune. Dune for me was the film I enjoyed.
I thought Dune was very beautiful, but I went to see it with Gavin Stevens from the Uncolonized podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting next to Gavin really brought home to me the fact that it was written 1955 or 54 or something like that, because it is a white savior story.
Yeah, that basically, yeah. But
it
did you see
is
it
pro-colonialism.
Yeah.
And Gurney Halleck actually calls them savages.
Yeah, yeah. Did you see it in IMAX or regular?
I saw it in regular, I think.
Okay,
I saw it in
IMAX.
VIP.
Okay, because IMAX is wow.
Yeah.
It was. But
It's Denis Villeneuve. I mean, if I have to pick a favorite Denis Villeneuve film, it would probably still be Arrival.
okay, for me, if I have to do the list of Denis Villeneuve films, top 5, it would be Blade Runner 2049, Arrival second, Sicario, and then Polytechnic. Then
Okay.
Dune is going to be number 1 on the top of very top list. So
Okay. You were going in reverse order. Okay.
yeah. Sorry, I just noticed that now. But
Yeah.
but no, I enjoyed it.
Well, we've been well over an hour, and
Yeah.
we have lives and such. So I want to thank everybody who paused their life to join us and chat, and letting us check in with each other.
Yes,
So,
we're gonna do
take
this
care,
again.
Claudio.
maybe
Keep
next
safe.
week. Yeah, you
Yeah,
too.
and send me a text now and again. And
Yeah, same here.
If you go back to work, maybe we can find a different day of the week that this will work for you.
Yeah. No, it's just because I was working the whole week.
Okay.
But see you soon and next week or no?
Yep.
Yeah,
Next
perfect.
week.
All right,
Take care.
everybody, bye.